hello, and welcome to State of the Multiverse. I'm sorry, Erin will not be joining me today. My hair, why is my hair still a freaking disaster? I gotta wash it today. That's it. Hello, everyone. Hello, Sarukas. Hello, Chalkmint Monk. Batshit or Witchy Batshit magazine? Interesting. Okay, I'll check that out in more detail in a bit. Thank you for the sub, Esong. Much appreciated. Hi, Dianica. Darth Nicholas is in the house. We have DM Stretch. James Woodwright. Good to see you. Realm of Music is here. Mergendor is here. Chrysalia is here. Wolfdrake is here. Welcome, welcome. How's the music balance? Should I turn it down a bit? I thought I had it, but it's like getting loud, so. A little smidge lower, okay. There, how's that? Better? Happy Mask Maker is here. The Owsla Captain is in the house. Awesome. Alright, so this is our monthly community stream where we tell people in our community about stuff we're working on, stuff we have coming up. I thought that the big news, of course, is right now is National Novel Writing Month and the Game of Tomes, but I also thought it might be fun to talk a little bit about our plans for World Ember. And today we are going to have a raffle because we have reached 10,000 views and 300 followers. We're actually like 318 or 18 followers, something like that right now. What you will win is this book. This book right here. I will give you this copy, right? I will sign it. I will sign it on stream. You can tell me whatever you want it to say. It will be signed probably on that page right there. Right? And I will mail it to you anywhere in the world. That is the first prize. The second prize is that, and there's 2 of those available. We're going to, and Erin's not here to stop me. So what we're going to do is we're going to give away 2 fiction subscriptions for 6 months to the Toy Soldier Saga and the Wyrd West. In order to access this, it requires you to have a World Anvil account because this is stuff that you can only read on World Anvil and it is protected for subscriber groups. However, you can have a free account on World Anvil if you do not already. It's just that that is how things are kept track of. Right, so I'm going to check on the chat just to make sure that I have missed nothing. Poor Realm's cooking Thanksgiving dinner. Oh, thank you for the cheer, the lady writes, and welcome. Yeah, that's another thing. One of the things that we've been doing all month for National Novel Writing Month is that I am collecting donations for National Novel Writing Month. There is, you can donate here at Streamlabs Charities if you like. I'll just type that in the chat, or any bits that are contributed this month will be donated to National Novel Writing Month at the end of the month. I thought it'd be kind of cool to help them out because they're having a rough year with COVID. A lot of their grants that they typically get are not available. So, you know, any little bit helps, and they do so much good for so many people that I really, you know, I feel good about supporting them. So, right. It is perhaps appropriate for my American friends that we are doing this thank you stream on their Thanksgiving. So this is pretty cool. Right? DM Stretch says, good news, after 4.5 months of streaming, I can finally get the first Twitch paycheck in a couple weeks. Finally hit the $100. Congratulations. That is awesome. Yes, which reminds me, subscribers. Subscribers will get a couple of extra tickets for the raffle, just FYI. But we will draw 3 prizes. We will draw the first one for the book, and then the other 2 for the subscriptions, and that will be at the end of the event. I think that I am going to start the raffle now, shall we? Dianica says, we made sure to have ours early enough that we would be done in time for me to make this stream. Well, cool. Good luck. Good luck to everybody. I can't give books to everybody. I would. Lord Galacron, I love you, but that joke has ceased to be funny. It is not funny anymore. You see, here's the thing. In medieval politics, even though the mother of bunnies has fallen, and that is the first event I suppose we should talk about, is Game of Thrones, right? She still controls a powerful faction. And if you would like the allies and her followers to join your faction, you be nice to her. That's how it works, see? So, yeah, just saying. Yeah, I am. Yeah, I'm kind of done with that joke. It's kind of ceased to be funny, guys. It was funny at first, and I did have a great deal of fun with it, but now we're supposed to be friends, right? Thank you, Dianica. I appreciate that. All right, let's get started with this. Let's do the raffle. Is that the event thing I have to have open? All right, let's start it. And it says we have started. All right, cool. I'm going to have a little adult beverage today. I hope you don't mind. It's been a long week. All right, look at all them tickets coming in. That's fantastic, gang. Awesome. Yep, everybody get in on the raffle. That's cool. That's what I want to see. All right. So I figure that we'll start by recapping the Game of Thrones. So the Game of Thrones, if you are new to the stream, which I don't think anybody in the chat is, but this is mostly for people who might watch the VOD later. It's a game within National Novel Writing Month, which is a marathon for writers in which they are challenged to write 50,000 words, a 50,000 word novel in a month, in the month of November. And the Game of Thrones is it's sort of a friendly competition type thing, right? The idea is you pick a house to represent, you accumulate your word counts in that house. Every 5 days, the house with the least word count is eliminated. 1/3 of the eliminated house is drafted into the Undead Horde. This is picked randomly by a random name picker. And 2/3 get to pick new houses to represent. Of course, we're almost at the end of the month. It's almost finished. The 5th house fell yesterday. That was House Lappin. I'm proud to say my house, we got that far, and it was awesome, and it's over, right? At least for now. So now it is the living versus the dead under the auspice of House Mollusca, representing the living, and House, of course, the Undead Horde is the undead. So, just a quick reminder to review my redemption. Okay, that was from yesterday there, Monk. I will have a look. I haven't turned in yesterday's points yet at all. So, Moonflower says, I completely agree that it's been a long week and must admit that I wish I was of age in my country. I never thought that stuff made sense, right? Okay, so here we are, right? When, in Canada, anyway, right? When you're 16, you're allowed to drive a vehicle, which is a machine that can kill people and does more often than any other cause of accidental death ever. Right? When you're 17, you can join the military, so you can kill other people for your country. But you're not allowed to vote till you're 18, so you can kill other people, like for your country, before you're allowed to decide who runs it, right? And then when you're 19, you're allowed to drink, smoke, and gamble. So you're allowed to operate machinery that kills people or kill other people, and before you can bring harm to yourself. This makes no sense at all. This is absolutely illogical, in my opinion. I'm just saying, pick an age, right, and let's do it. Or reverse the priorities here a bit. That's what I'm saying. So, yeah. Shall I time out the bunny joke? Anyone who tries the bunny joke from now on, says DM Stretch. No, I don't want to discourage people from having fun. I don't. I really actually am quite pleased with the way people have taken off with the role play. And honestly, the joke was probably starting to irritate me before I said anything, but I didn't want to discourage anybody's fun. So no, I don't want people timed out unless they're being obviously and deliberately obnoxious, right? And that could be anything. It doesn't have to be that joke in particular. So it's all good. Yeah. Good thing about the UK, says DM Stretch, UK legal drinking age is 18, which makes more sense. Uh, you don't have to duck into a corner, Galacron. I forgive you. It's okay. Right. Sirka says, I really want to try to catch the stream where we find out who wins. Yes. Um, yes. Okay. So we'll announce that. But first, we're going to kind of do a recap of the Game of Tomes. Oh, that's your zine. Okay. Oh, you want me to look at your zine as part of the, okay, I see, as a showcase critique. Sure. Yeah, we can do that. First, let's just remind me again before the end of the show if I haven't done it yet, okay? We're on for 3 hours, right? This stream is only supposed to last an hour. But after that, there is a writing stream. I don't remember which one of us was supposed to do it, whether it was Erin or me, but he is sick today, so I will be doing it. And so if we go a little over, I'm not running into anybody else's time, so I don't care. Right? Unless people are like, really in a hurry. And if you are, let me know. Circus says in the UK you can have sex before you can watch sex. That's another thing. What the hell is with that? This makes none sense, okay? None. It just, be logical. Jeez. It's ridiculous. Yeah. DM Stretch says you can drive before you get to enjoy the first legal drink and the enjoyment of it after that. So kind of promoting drunk driving there. Yep. Yep. Isn't it 19 in BC and 18 in Alberta? Says James. Yeah, that's true. Right. So you're right. I guess I was... but I believe that Alberta has a younger age for drinking than any other province in the country. I'm not sure about that, but that is true. 2471 realm, is that that's what is that, your total for your word count? I don't really know what that was for, but it's cool. All right, so we're going to recap the Game of Tomes. And because we've had crashing video issues, I'm going to rerun all of the reports that I've done so far now in sequence so that people don't have to miss them, right? And that keeps up the event, right? So we're going to do that. I will shut off my music here. Right. For those who want to see them at any time, they're also on the Game of Tomes page on the Anvilite Streamer Core website, which you can find there. Just scroll down to the bottom of the page, and they will be before the belligerents, but after all the rules. Esong says, thanks for all your work on all the word counts for Game of Tomes. And thank you, Esong. Esong volunteered to help me out with going through the names last week. I've got to tell you, oh my God, it's so much easier. It's just been so much easier with the help. We've been splitting it up so that the way Darth Nicholas, of course, arranged our reporting system and the spreadsheets and how to tally them. And the way he arranged them, he gives me... This didn't happen the first week, but then we figured out, okay, we need to do something. So the second week, he gave me this wonderful Word document, which he prepares for me now every 5 days for every elimination. Right? And it divides the major house leaders. They report in one section, and logically, they'll have more submissions than anybody else. So it makes sense to divide that up. And then all the other streamers and lesser house leaders are in a second section. So it actually is longer in the second section, and I gave Esong that job because I'm trying to get better at delegating. And she's been amazing, and thank you so much. If I would not have survived yesterday without you. I just want you to know that with absolute, like, that. I forgot that I am also okay. Also one of my local municipal liaisons for NaNoWriMo this year, and I have a regular Zoom meeting for the local nanos organized by our local library, right? Our local Ramos. And I forgot about it because I was so involved in the Game of Tomes. And then one of the other MLs calls me at like 6:15, which is 15 minutes late, and says, "Where the hell are you?" And I'm like, "I'm still tallying names for Game of Tomes, and I have a video to edit yet." But, I couldn't skip it. So, and, that's okay. I actually got to do the job too. What did you miss? Your computer went to sleep. That is bizarre. Nothing. I'm just yapping. Let's do the recap of the different Game of Tomes reports, shall we? Here we go. Oh, wrong one. Okay, no, we start with...
This is Kahuna the
No,
Elder.
I was right the first time. Okay, sorry. This is Sable with the ASC News Network and House Lappin reporting to you on the Game of Tomes. We go now live to our reporter in the field, Red Fox. Hey, Shy, what's happening out there?
Well, we have some really impressive stats here for you guys. Our total words are 406,076 words as of our last cutoff. That is the equivalent of 8 nanos.
Wow, and we're only 5 days in.
I'm seriously in awe of everybody's efforts. So,
yes, well done, everyone. Give yourselves a hand. You're amazing. So who are our front runners?
Well, there's Chrysalia and Siobhan, the writer. They have both completed National Novel Writing Month by writing 50,000 words.
Wow. What machines? I can't even.
Do their hands even work?
Mine wouldn't be.
I didn't either.
Excellent. So everyone wants to know, which house got the axe?
House Apis, the hive collapsed.
Oh.
Yes.
This just in. Be on the lookout for an individual calling himself the Night King. And I understand that Danny Adventures and Sarukis, although they're both dead, have been seen walking around. Did I hear that? Yeah, I heard that right.
Oh my
Walking
goodness.
around. Well, that's all we have for you in the news today. Before we go, just a reminder to participants, practice self-care. Word counts are fun, and it's important to progress in your story, but remember, this is just a game and a goal to help you write. Get some sleep, eat regular meals, take breaks, stretch, and above all, whether or not you make your goal, remember that any words written are more words than you had before. You and your health are important to us here at the ASC.
Yes, indeed.
Thank you so much for joining us. We'll see you next week.
This is Kahuna the Elder coming to you live from the ASC Network headquarters with breaking news. We go now to our reporter in the field, Sable.
Thank you, Kahuna. I'm standing in a snow-covered field that was bare yesterday, where our own reporter, Red Fox, was last seen. An army eyewitnesses are describing as Walking Dead destroyed House Millie's sometime last night. Witnesses claim to have seen this mysterious Night King, and there are numerous reports that Darth Nicholas, the Badger himself, has risen from the dead. Reports have come in that the notoriously fickle mercenary Dazzlecat has joined the army of the dead as well. The members of House Millie's and their bannerman, House Kitsune, are scattered to the four winds, seeking refuge with other houses. We tried to get an interview, but everyone was too busy running away.
That sounds like a dire situation, Sable. So, how goes the war out there?
Well, the Game of Tomes has racked up a grand total of 860,221 words, and I understand that the scores are very close between the surviving houses. It's still anybody's game out here, Kahuna.
I understand that 3 players have now won NaNoWriMo.
Coffee Quills, the Kraken herself, has now joined the frontrunners, Siobhan the writer and Chrysalia, in completing NaNoWriMo at 50,000 words.
This just in. Be on the lookout for a zombie matching the description of our missing reporter, calling herself Shy Dead Fox. Do not approach this individual or any of those who are numbered among the dead. Just keep writing.
Thanks for that, Kahuna. Yeah, this is Sable Aradia, signing off. Yeah, that's it. I'm getting the hell out of here.
Oh, well. One thing is clear with the Game of Tomes. World Ember is coming. This is Kahuna the Elder at the ASC News Network. Back to your regularly scheduled programming. They don't pay me enough for this dead zombie stuff.
This is the ASC News Network with a special news bulletin. I'm writer Greg. The zombie plague continues to devastate the Game of Tomes players. Despite having achieved more than 1 million words collectively, the houses are falling left and right. We received this footage from our Canadian correspondent, Siobhan the writer, last week. We have to warn you that the footage you are about to see is disturbing and may not be appropriate for some viewers.
The mysterious winter murder hornets, also being referred to as as zombies, continue to cause havoc, especially here in North America. Chiroptera is experiencing a swarm as we speak. Ow! I'm hungry!
With the fall of House Chiroptera, the minor houses in their service have fled to the far corners of the globe. The survivors of House Melas, forced once again to flee, have sought refuge in Japan with House Molesca.
My name is Lord Galacrond. It's crazy out here. I've been running around for several times now, keeping everything back. The House Melis and House Chiroptera has fallen. I'm being chased right now. I can't talk for long. Just know that the undead horde is coming. Darth Nicholas and Siobhan have dropped and fallen. Please, write, keep writing. Make sure that the Night King, Shy Dead Fox, I give my sincerest apologies, but this is crazy. Oh my god. It's nuts. Zombies. They're following hard.
We go now to our Australian correspondent, Isaac A. Tom.
I'm reporting to you live from House Ava's shelter. The Burbs were kind enough to open their doors to the toast of House Capita. The casualty list continues to grow at an alarming rate. Siobhan the Rider, Liza Grimm, the other Josh Art, Moonflower, and Calliope 7 have joined the ranks of the undead. But I think I've got to go. Zombies are trying to break in as we speak. Back to you, Greg.
We also have a report coming in from our UK correspondent, DM Stretch.
Commander Stretch, 1st Ranking Guard. Coming to you from the front lines. Just had a skirmish. When I said hard fight, we're hunking down here, location undisclosed. Defence house lapping. Great leadership and sacrifice. Such heroes as Siobhan the Writer, rest in peace, Chrysalia, Coffee Quills, Nathalia Brooks, Sleepy Owl Inc., Eli, Dynaya, and the Happy Mask Maker, and have all completed NaNoWriMo. We believe I have a good chance of defeating the dead. 2 million words might be within reach at the end of the month. I hope so anyway.
That's great news, Stretch.
Oh. What was that? Gotta go.
Move! We've lost contact with DM Stretch. Let's now go to Sable reporting live from House Lapin in Canada.
Yeah, Greg, we just got word that we've achieved 1,500,000 words, but we're just getting some new information. Oh no. House Avis has fallen. Confirmed dead. Dan Linnea. 9 and Kittens. Gwenfire. Eli, damn. RPG Dinosaur Bob. Oh no, and Chrysalia, the Penguin Prince themselves have fallen. Yeah, Greg, back to you. If you want me, come and get me!
A lot of grim news out there, and yet hope remains, as long as we all continue to write on. If you want to contribute to the war effort, Sable Aradia is supporting National Novel Writing Month, and you can donate there. Or, I am supporting literacy refugees through Kids Need to Read. Any contributions are welcome, and in these apocalyptic times, my mercenary services are for sale in return for a donation. We at the ASC News Network remind you to stay indoors and keep writing. And we wish you and your family health and safety in these difficult times. For ASC News and all of our correspondents, I'm writer Greg.
And here's the video that got all screwed up last night, gang.
All the Twitch will be your enemy, prince with 1,000 enemies. And whenever they catch you, they will kill you. But first, they must catch you. Writer, reader, word walker, prince with the swift emote. Be cunning and full of tricks, and your people shall never be destroyed.
Well, Lord Frith, it appears I've run out of tricks. And so it has come to this. We may have had our differences. And you sick freaks who like to eat baby bunnies. But it's us versus the dead. Will you accept our laptops to your service? And we will support your claim to the Iron Tome.
Didn't I look so much more awake and like maybe about 10 years younger at the beginning of the month? Okay, so there's the recap. There's where we're at. We have one house left versus the undead. Now, final battle will happen. The cutoff for this one will not be until all of the time zones are finished. National Novel Writing Month. That will happen on the 1st of December. Just a second here. I'll look at the schedule to get the GMT. Right? But it ends at 3 a.m. Pacific time on the 1st. And that is... Let's see here. Yes, So yeah, that cutoff is 11 a.m. on the 1st GMT. And then the final battle stream, the who will claim the Iron Tome, will be at 1 p.m. Pacific. That's 9 p.m. GMT on the 1st of December. It's scheduled to run for 3 hours. I'm going to do a bunch of recapping there too. I don't know if we're going to, and we're going to also, have some discussion about feedback and ideas for next year perhaps. And, we'll see how it goes and give the final results, of course. And, I'm hoping to have a really funky video prepared, but this one's a bit of a doozy, so I don't know if we're going to manage that. So, all right. Yeah, it's us versus the living now, says Chris. Saruka's undead. Lady writes, I see you are embracing the House Mollusca Wades. Thank you for the bits, Danica. Much appreciated. No, don't bot me. I'm a day behind. Oh no, was it? Yeah. Bob says, but individuals have to stop reporting at their own local midnight, right? Yes. Yes. We obey the rules of NaNoWriMo. So you cannot start until your local time zone starts. That's part of the reason why for the first week the Asian time zones had a bit of a head start, right? And you must stop when your time zone is done. I will be doing what I'm calling a nano panic stream, although I guess it's not really a panic for me because no, other way, kind of one there, right? Winner thing, other way, I don't know. You get the idea. Over here, right? But and that happened on the 22nd. So, and I did it on stream. You can watch. That's the last Sable's World Forge if you'd like to see it. So, I'm just telling you because this is the community stream, right? About what we're up to. So, yeah, so I called it a panic stream because I usually am kind of struggling to get it done at that time. But I'll be running from 6 p.m. Pacific to 12 a.m. Pacific on the evening of the 30th, right? That's the first again GMT. Yes, 2 a.m. to 8 a.m. GMT on the 1st. So, okay, Monk doesn't have long, so I guess I better show their thing. So I don't have to be online at 6 a.m. again. Yay! Says Stretch. That's hilarious. How many words did we manage as House Lapin? Lapin was defeated at 494,222 words, which is no joke by anybody's estimation. Right? That's about a little short of 10 nanos, gang. Right? And if you would like to see the results in detail, check out the Game of Tomes page because I update it. Wherever it says belligerents, which are the parties competing at the bottom, there are updates of casualties and information that happen where I incorporate elements of the challenge and of roleplay. Thank you very much, Lady Rates. I can't really hydrate, but I will have a drink of my adult beverage. Thank you very much. It's like a margarita in a can. It's good. Hail hydrate. So yes, I should dual host with Songbird. She can supply the panic. That could be true. She's very good at that. Or shall we say E-Vulture now? Yeah. Yeah, my nano ends much later than yours in coffee, says Eli. Yeah. Yep. By all means keep, don't drop your story just because nano ended, right? But yeah, your, totals are for time zone, right? Ah, yes, my Griffin will strive. Okay, so I'm gonna show, hopefully I still have it up. I do, okay. Because otherwise I'd have to get into post again. So I'm doing showcase critique. Oh, didn't capture the damn video. Just a second. Okay, so this is, yeah. This is Chocolate Mint Monk's e-zine. All right. Batshit Witchy zine. Hi, and welcome to issue 1 of my zine. We don't have many rules here. Take, for example, the format of this page. Why is there a denim trouser pocket? What does it symbolize? There's no need to have an existential crisis. I chose it because I'm crazy. I'm also a witch, as an aside, so if that's not cool with you, your patronage need not apply. But if you're still reading, I'm going to assume you have at least some level of interest, which is great to see. For those who don't know, witchcraft is all about manifesting your desires, often through prayer, an often misunderstood term, and the law of attraction. If you want to know the basics of witchcraft, paganism, and spirituality, there are plenty of resources online, and maybe even in the story you found this zine in, so please refer to those for context to this starkly nonsensical article. If you have already started on your journey or don't mind having no idea what's going on, then strap in, because no, I don't know what you're reading either. Neat. Deej Johnson, creator of this zine and all-around suburban nut job. It's pretty funny. Gyromancy, the silly side of divination. Ah, I see Cthulhu has joined us. Excellent. If you have to ask WTF, you just read, I have to ask what flipping rock you've been under your whole life? Yeah. Yeah. Step 1, create a circle, drawn, marked as imaginary on the ground, making sure it's big enough to stand in. Step 2, mark the circle, rough intervals, in a similar method with answers such as yes, no, maybe, or symbols that I'm meaning to you. You have a typo here, you're missing the A and maybe, right? If you don't want to use physical markers, try using, and markers doesn't have an apostrophe when it's used as a plural, try using the cardinal directions. Step 4, there was no step 3, just throwing that out, there are no rules, remember. Step 2, there is now, or step 3, there is now. Step 4.5, stand in the circle, hold your question in mind, pick a direction to spin, and fucking send it. When you inevitably fall over or step out of the circle, you should be in contact with your answer. Sounds like a good way to get injured. Fuck off, leather jacket. This is the back cover. Well, that's pretty funny. Thanks for sharing that there, Monk. All right. So if you have to go, fair enough. But you may not collect a prize if you're not here. Yeah. Let's see. World Ember starts before Nano ends. Correct. Yes. So now we're going to talk about World Ember. Right. World Ember is a contest that World Anvil does every year. It is in the spirit of National Novel Writing Month in that they challenge you to write 10,000 words of world building content. Now, for those of you who have done Nano but have not done World Ember, you're probably like, bitch, please. Yeah, that's what I said last year, right? But world building in the manner that is publicly presentable in a way that is in the spirit of the challenge is it's much harder because there's things about, you know, setting up your image, making sure everything sounds good, and maybe getting maps, and then you got to find, you know, public domain art you can use if you don't have your own, and it takes a while, right? So we will be, of course, competing in World Ember. I've decided that I'm not going to attempt to do 50,000 words this year like I did last year because I'm tired. What I am going to do instead, though, is make sure that I have an article for every category, at least the non-specifically game-oriented categories. I may or may not do those, right? And I'm, you know, we'll see how it goes from there. Yeah, I'm kind of going to take a relaxed approach to it this year. But definitely check it out. I've got a lot of work to do for the Toy Soldier Saga, and I've done very little on Wyrd West, except for at summer camp, World Anvil summer camp this year, right? So I'll be approaching that, right? Doing what I can. Basically, I'm gonna look at the categories and okay, I have an idea for this, and there's a bunch of things that I mean to get done, and I'm gonna do it, and I'm gonna kind of use it as an impetus to get done the things that I need to get done. Right, so that's my plan for World Ember. Naturally, we'll be streaming World Anvil content in conjunction with the Anvilite Streamer Core through most of December. And you can check out the Anvilite Streamer Core's schedule on that page there, where you will find, if they're on that page, it's got something to do with world building. There are RPG streamers, and there are writing streamers, and there are world building streamers, and every now and then somebody plays a game too, right? So there's a whole lot of stuff going on. There will probably be almost no period on the schedule where there won't be something that you can watch that is related to it. We'll be supporting and rating each other, and I'm looking forward to working closely with a bunch of the streamers again in the way that we did during summer camp. So it's going to be a lot of fun, right? A little swearing and crudeness, but mostly censored, says Monk about his magazine. This is a mature channel. I mark it as a mature channel because I swear. Just do not send me without warning me first anything that might violate the Twitch rules of service. I don't want any pornography, and I don't want any graphic violence, right? So and warn me, right? Warn me. Otherwise, expect swearing, right? Expect a little crudeness. This is, I'm real, right? And I come from a working class background. I'm a blue collar writer, so, Sarukas has kindly given us a list of endings starting and endings of the. Is that the World Ember? Looks like. Okay. Well, British comedy called Dad's Army, says DM Stretch. All right. Community challenge time info is at this link. So make sure you check out that link, the World Anvil link that Sarukas posted. Community challenge World Ember 2020 /homepage. Wait, we have to do art and maps and stuff, says Dianica. I thought it was just the text of the articles that mattered. Okay, so how the rules of World Ember work is that you create your article, right, and then you submit it to the community. The articles with the most likes, the top 20 articles with the most likes get judged for a prize. Almost every single category has a prize that can be won, right? And they're judged by different people on different criteria. Now, I will tell you from personal experience, if you do not make your article look pretty, you will not get those likes, and it will not be judged, right? Because you will not make the 20, right? The list of 20, right? You have to make them look nice if you want the community to support it. However, there are lots of resources you can use. Janet and Dimitri, Janet just recently posted on the World Anvil blog a list of helpful resources for images and maps, right, that you can use. I've also got one that I like that's called World Spinner. It's a map generator for a world. It also does things like name generators, create cultures, do your own random name generators. Yeah, and it's very helpful. So you don't have to necessarily be an artist yourself. You can find other ways to cover that, right? Yeah. So yeah. Esong says, I'm planning on approaching it like summer camp, goal of 10,000 words. Now that I know what I'm doing, hopefully it won't be so hard. Famous last words. Good luck. It should be fun. I'll be showcasing other people's World Ember articles to just do me a favor and don't make the whole stream showcases. I need time to work on my own stuff too, okay? I will be happy to share your stuff, right? Just, don't overwhelm me with it, is all I'm saying, right? There is a channel point reward option. Monk just used it. That's how you get your stuff showcased, right? The text is all that matters for the 10K, says Bob, which is correct, but there are lots of article-specific prizes as well. Dianica says, I'm just starting World Anvil and I'm not ready to worry about making them pretty yet. My goal is just to get the stuff I need done to continue with my book. And that's a good attitude to have. I started World Anvil last year. I bought it for myself I was going to buy a Journeyman, but they had a sale and it basically cost the same as I would have spent on Journeyman to get a Master's, so I did. And that was my present to myself for doing what was then my record for completing Nano early, which was the 24th or 25th, right? So it was my present to myself, and then all of a sudden that's like, and here's World Ember. And I'm like, well, I just did 50,000 words. 10,000 can't be that hard, right? And I jumped right in. But the thing was, because I jumped right in, the community, as you've seen, is very welcoming, right? So it's, people took the time to explain things to me and help me out. If you want that to happen, make sure you join the Discord and check out the help channels because people really are helpful, especially during special events like World Ember, right? So obviously it didn't take me that long to feel like I was part of gang, and now I'm an Inner Sanctum member, and I, no regrets, right? So, it's awesome, right? And my patrons, special thank you to my patrons because they are the ones who support my World and my World Anvil habit, right? They are the ones who do that. I would not be doing it without them. I'll just put my link in the chat there for that in case anybody is interested in joining. You get those subscriptions to the ongoing fiction. Except for NaNoWriMo, I release a chapter a week in both the Toy Soldier Saga and the Wyrd West. The Toy Soldier Saga stuff is, nobody has seen it yet. It's stuff that hasn't been officially published anywhere. It's like previews, right? And, yeah, I'm putting stuff out there that's just for you guys. You get the sneak peeks. There's role-playing activity or role-playing stuff. There's like, oh, thank you for the posture check and the hydrate. No, hydrate I already did, but posture check. Yeah, there's all kinds of special features in there, role-playing content specifically for patrons. Most of the patron benefits are on World Anvil. I also do audio readings and video readings of my books and stories. I release stuff to you guys before I release it to anybody else, and at the higher tiers that I just send you my books. Like, you don't have to pay for them, I just send them. They're yours. So, yeah. All right. I have a question, says Lord Galacron. Is it true that most good book sales come in threes? I don't know. I think that almost everything tends to come in threes, or at least we humans recognize that pattern easily. So, probably. Right? Let's see. All right. Esong's looking forward to getting involved again, too. Awesome. Yeah, Moonflower says, Taco Cat Goat Cheese Pizza is such a weird game. With a title like that, how the hell could it not be? Now I want to know what that is. Yeah, Esong's like, I'm just now starting to care about using headers. Yeah, you bet. And people are only going to be allowed to get on the short list in one category this time, says Sarukas. Is that so? Really? Interesting. Okay, I did not know that they had changed that rule. Last year, I got on like 6 shortlists and won nothing. But that's fair. Okay, that's cool. That gives more opportunity to people. I approve of that. That's excellent. That's great. I am really only aiming for the 10K, says Dianica. Yep. Esong says, alternatively, you can do what I'm doing and participate in a World Anvil without competing in World Ember. Yeah, you don't have to. Yeah, you don't have to go fancy with CSS coding yet. Like that chapter 1 edit you did with me, says Galacron. No, I will not be spending another 5 hours on anybody's World Ember article. I will not. No. I did that for you because you are, like I recognize the talent that you have, and I wish somebody had encouraged me when I was about your age, right? And I feel like you've got a future, and I want to do something to encourage that, right? So, but after that, I gotta say, I made the channel cost for an edit more expensive. I have an edit now. I charge uh, channel points. It's, I think, 2,000 channel points an hour is what an edit now is. Yeah. Moonflower says, I'm sponsoring a category, I hope. I never got an email back, though. Yeah, probably because they're waiting to hear from other people. And to be honest, I intended to sponsor category 2, but I haven't decided what I'm going to sponsor yet because I want to think about what I'm going to compete in first. And, obviously I'm not about to sponsor anything I'm competing in, right? Because that's, definite conflict of interest, even if it were allowed. So, yeah. I didn't see that. I only saw once per category, but missed the only one category thing, says Dianica. Interesting. I don't know. We'll have to confirm that now. I'm not sure. Perhaps on Saturday, when you're in the community stream at World Anvil, for those of you who are on World Anvil and join the community streams, which is where the fourth Game of Tomes report will be first aired, which is in progress. It's being made as we speak. Then we can ask them there whether that's true or whether it's just that, only one article per category. I remember last year the rules were one article per category because I had 2 articles that made it into the ethnicity category, and they exclude the lowest ranking one of those 2, like the one that got the least likes of the 2 that made the list, and then they judge the top one, and somebody else gets a chance, which I thought was more than fair, so yeah. Geez, just moved my keyboard and nearly sent my lemon tart dessert flying. Heart attack moment. That's not good, DM Stretch. Don't you be giving up no lemon tarts, because I can't eat those, right? And I want to because I like them. So if you destroy one and not eat it, I will be mad at you. You should eat it. Okay. Dianica said, join the Discord this afternoon when I became Master. Congratulations! Master is the level where you get manuscripts, which is an awesome writing software I absolutely love. I'm never doing anything in a draft that's not on World Anvil's manuscripts again. It's just not happening. It can transfer into a Word document after. It's so much easier, right? Stream kept buffering? Boo! Okay. Oh, you mean the World Anvil stream earlier. Never mind, I got an email back literally 5 minutes ago. Okay, well, let's confirm what's going on Saturday, right? That's why they have community streams, so that people can ask some questions. Like here, if you have questions, feel free to ask them. Danica says, oh yeah, it's weird stuff. Okay, only your most liked article per category, sorry, says Sarukas. Yeah, that was the rule last year, and, seems only reasonable. Bob says, I joined World Anvil 10 days before summer camp. It seems now like I've known all these folks for years. That's a compliment. And you know what, Bob? I thought you were around longer than me, so welcome. And yeah, it does feel like we've known each other for years, doesn't it? Because that's how the community kind of works. Okay. James is going to bed. Just realized it's 23:03 GMT in the UK. Give my regards to Victoria, and good night, everyone. Good night, James. Thanks for joining us. I'm going to write muting. Have fun all. You bet, Lady Writes. You rate. Okay. Yeah. Eli says, I'm glad I can hang out with y'all today. It's kind of lonely where I am right now. Yeah. I feel you there. I was depressed earlier today, and not really for any good reason other than I think, because NaNoWriMo is running out, and, it's been a lot of energy. I'm tired, but it's been a lot of fun. And I'm kind of, I kind of reached the energy crash and the end is in sight. And I hate this time of year because it's depressing and COVID has made it worse and I haven't been sleeping right. and I had no food today. So I was like, I'm sad now. But people cheered me up in Darth Stream, so it's all good. So I hope you're feeling better now that you're hanging out with us. Chris says, taking part in World Ember, but aiming to actually getting to know my world instead of competing. That way I won't be stressed and burnt out. Yeah, that's kind of my attitude. I'm gonna, like I said, I'm gonna try to do one article per category. Flesh out the stuff that I actually need to get done. I got a list, right? And I'm, the only article I'm taking seriously at all is that I have a military conflict article I've been specifically saving. And I keep telling Delian it's because I want to give him a run for his money. It's not really true. It's because it's actually something that I think is really cool, and I need to do this article anyway. It's important. It's significant to the plot. I have diagrams that I drew when I wrote the scene in the book, right? And I think it would be fun, right? So Diana has 21,000 channel points. 1,000 is what it says for no, there's two Galacron. One is showcase or critique, which is a brief critique, and then I now have get an edit. You got an edit, right? And your edit, being as I spent 5 hours on it, would cost 10,000 channel points, which is fine. You want to spend 10,000 channel points, we can spend 2 episodes editing your article. I don't mind, or editing your story or whatever, right? So Danica rubs hands in glee and cackles. I like editing. I enjoy it. I just also enjoy writing. Oh, and that reminds me. Okay, yes. So I have figured out that I spend most of my Diane Wright stream on Wednesdays, 1 to 4 p.m. Pacific, right? Talking about writing, interviewing people, and looking at the chat, right? And the actual writing I get done is kind of minuscule. So on Thursdays, at the same time frame, I think it is, I'm just going to double check here whether that's still 1 to 4 Pacific, because I want to make sure I'm not giving people the wrong information. No, I lie. It's 2 to 5 Pacific. I'm going to be doing Diane Actually Writes. And in Diane Actually Writes, what we're going to be doing is word sprints all the time, just like we've done for Nano. So I hope you join me there and get some writing done with me. And Wednesdays, I may still write, but I will make my focus more about talking about the craft of writing like I have been doing, right? And interviewing people in the community. Pride Ascending says, I'm going into World Ember in order to flesh out the story I want to tell. I think flesh is what you meant. But if I win it, then I'll be happy. Yeah, prizes are always fun, you know. I picked up Grandmaster on World Anvil. Yes, welcome to the community. You guys won't regret it, really. I'm having so much fun with World Anvil. It's kind of been a life changer, honestly. And, definitely enjoy it. Oh, we're yapping. Happy's writing. My beloved Owsla Captain is putting in 1,059 words for the house we're now in service to, House Mollusca, which is awesome. Yeah, that's great. All right. Yes, this is still a Game of Tomes stream. Yes, you can still give me word counts. We're probably almost at the end of the hour. You're torturing me, Bob. I hate you. I'm just saying. Yeah, no, I can't, because I am one of those hard-to-feed people that requires both gluten and lactose-free food. And I love lemon meringue so much. It's like my absolute favorite. And you know what? You can't make meringue without gluten, I have found. It's just not possible. I don't know anything that does it. If you have a recipe for gluten-free lemon meringue or lactose-free lemon meringue, because you can't even buy this shit at the store, right? Because it has milk powder in it, right? And milk powder is worse than anything else. So, yeah, it's kind of a nightmare. Pumpkin pie for the win. I like pumpkin pie. I make a really good gluten and lactose-free pumpkin pie. It's good. You guys can't have any. I'm going to have some for fuel, so November passed so fast, yes. Cream pie was auto-modded. Somebody has very sick mind, okay? That's all I'm saying. Wow. I love pumpkin pie too, says Bob, but I'm the only one in the house that does. And SWMBO. Says I can't have a whole pie for myself. Fair enough. There's a typo in the edit one, is there really? That is hilarious. I will double check that. I'm not going to trust my editing skills if it's like that, are ya? You're just not going to trust it. I don't blame you. Okay, just a second here. Get an edit per hour. Edit your work on error. Tell me what you're looking for. Grammar, developmental content. Where's the typo? I don't see no typo. Yep, I'm 15 minutes over time for the raffle. I'm yapping. Yeah. We had to make it dairy-free, sugar-free, gluten-free chocolate tart. It was a mission. I've done that. You yapping and I'm a tapping. Oh, I see. Okay. Thank you. Right. Okay. I had not edited the cost. Yes, it's 2,000 is what it costs, not 1,000 per hour. I rethought that because it takes a while. Okay. Thank you. Pride's with me. We're going to have all the gluten and lactose-free stuff together. You can use water from tins of chickpeas to make an awesome meringue. Okay. I'm going to try that, Happy. That sounds good. I'm sure there's got to be a recipe. Once it wasn't me with the sick mind, Automod beat me to it, says Darth. You make your own meringue. Okay, so while I'm finishing the chat here, this is your last chance to get in your submission to the raffle. It's 1 ticket for a follower and 3 tickets for subscribers. This is, your last opportunity. So, honest, I've made it, says Happy, and you can hardly tell it was not made with eggs. Oh my god, that sounds so good. I am totally going to do that. Okay. She who must be obeyed, says Bob. Gotcha. It's very condescending for the editing? What's auto condescending? Okay. The Automod? Yeah, I guess. Unfortunately, Automod is set up for the gamers who are far more lax with the language. I understand why Automod caught that one. Yeah. Yeah, smart cost thingy. Raffle ended about 5 minutes ago. Okay, it already said it was done. All right, well then let's draw some prizes, shall we? Here we go. And the first winner is Darth Nicholas. Congratulations, you get the book. Let me know what you wanted to say. Or, well, I know what I want to write. Maybe I'll just write what I want to write. So that's awesome. I'm so pleased that you won the book. That's great. Yeah. Let me know how you want it made out. Like, do you want it made out to Darth Nicholas, or do you want it made out to your, IRL name? Message me on Discord and let me know. That's awesome. Surprise you. Okay. I think you just added 5 words to the word count. DM stretch? House Mollusca word count? Nah, it's not automatic. I'll just delete that, honestly. All right, so we have our first winner. Second winner. You can't win twice, so if somebody wins twice, I'm going to just, move on to somebody else. Moonflower! No, wait, you're already patron, aren't you? So that's not going to help you. That's like a fiction subscription. You already have that. Don't you? I mean, I thought you were. If you're already a patron, you already have a subscription to the fiction on World Anvil, so it's not going to be of any benefit to you. You're not a patron. Well, excellent! Congratulations! And you get 6 months of free fiction from the Toy Soldier Saga and the Wyrd West. And some hidden content and secrets, too. I said I was going to try to be a patron next year, I think, says Moonflower. Yeah, fair enough. I get. Look, don't buy anything you can't afford, okay? The part of the reason why I do these raffles and stuff is because I know everybody's broke. And it's cool. I get being broke, okay? I've been broke enough that I was supporting the household on my busking income, right? And we were eating like, this is where I learned that apples actually make a good vegetable because that's what I had, right? So I get broke. Don't be paying money you can't afford. Yeah, that's right. Enjoy the content until you become a patron. All right, and our third winner will be Mergendor. I hope you have you are on World Anvil, right, Mergendor? If not, you need to join. I'm pretty sure I saw you in the World Anvil chat, didn't I? Oh God, Sable, says Happy. I remember my old busking days. Singing on the street to just pay the rent was tough. It was tough. It was tough. I've been okay, they shut off my power or my heat in the middle of winter. And the reason why is because the crappy old house that I rent, because the previous tenants had been kind of lax, they would not let me do equal payments on my gas. So in November, they jacked up my price and I'd almost paid it off and then they cut me off. Right? So we heated the house with space heaters and the stove. Right? I have been poor. I have been really poor. So I get I get broke. Yes, congrats, Mergendor. Congrats to all the winners. Oh, Moonflower writing, not writer. That's great. Am I okay? Do I need a hug? I always need a hug, Barbarossa. But I'm good now. I'm good. I started off the day, and I think it's just part that I was tired. But yeah. Thanks, Dianica. Thanks, guys. Hugs are great. Hugs back. You guys are so awesome. You guys really are. I think I babbled more than did anything useful, but I think ultimately the important stuff got out, which is that, okay, so Game of Tomes update streams. Oh, thank you for the bits, Dianica. Like Coffee says, thank you for the encouragement. It really is cool. I'm very appreciated. Happy is downloading Virtual Hug. Chrysalia gives penguin hugs to everyone. That's awesome. I'll take a penguin hug. Penguin hugs are great. Yeah, penguin hugs are cool. I want a penguin hug. I would really like to meet you someday and give you a penguin hug in person. That would be really cool when this COVID bullshit is over. Yeah, so, okay, so the important stuff. Just to recap, 5 days left to Game of Tomes. Game of Tomes ends for you when your time zone ends, NaNoWriMo. The final stream that will be a Game of Tomes reporting stream according to the current schedule is mine. That will be the Nano Panic stream that will run from 6 p.m. to 12 a.m. On the 30th of the first GMT. The time GMT is, again, I gotta look at things for more. Oh, I gotta go the other way here just a sec. Okay. That will be my brain. Okay, yeah, so 2 a.m. to 8 a.m. GMT, right? There might be one more because I think there's two. I think it goes to minus 12 or something. Either way, when Siobhan comes on that morning at 3 a.m. Pacific, 11 a.m. GMT, the minute she comes on, it's over, right? For everybody. The final battle, who will claim the Iron Tome stream, will be at 1 o'clock p.m. Pacific, 9 p.m. GMT on the 1st of December. Yes, World Ember will already have been started. I might even be cross-streaming against World Anvil at that time. I don't know. They didn't tell me what time they were starting. So, yeah. And starting in December, I will be doing a stream on Thursdays from 2 to 5 p.m. Pacific. That is 10 p.m. to 1 a.m. on in GMT. That will be Diane Actually Writes, which will be writing sprints. There's also some talk about getting a rotation of sprint lobbies up and running. A lot of us really enjoyed running them this year, and a lot of writers really enjoyed just having a quiet place to come and hang out and write with other writers. So we're going to get together on my Discord. We're going to talk about it, and so there will probably be a schedule. I will definitely have that rolled out by the next time that we do a community stream next month, which of course will be at the same time on Thursday, the last Thursday of the month. Oh, thank you for the encouragement, Daz. Thank you for the bit. That is awesome. I really appreciate it, guys. You guys are great. All right, so that's the important stuff. Also, World Ember is coming. And I'm going to have some fun with it. Right? I will try to get an article done for every category, and I will be sharing them on my Discord, and I will be sharing them on my streams. I will also be sharing your articles on the streams as well, so that we can take a look at each other's work, and everybody has an opportunity to compete, right? Just try not to overwhelm me with your requests, but I will definitely be happy to show them and share them with you. And yeah, I think that's the important things that we have covered. Patreon rewards will resume on schedule at the end of Nano. I'm going to try to catch up in December and give you 2 chapters for each thing a week. I'm going to try. I'm not going to promise. All right. So, I think that's it. Let's see what I missed in the chat. Lots of conversation, oh my. Barbarossa, we will have talk about suggestions for the Game of Tomes on the Who Will Claim the Iron Tome stream, and there will also be a feedback form you guys can fill out. Please address, at this point, it's almost over, please suggest address your suggestions there, okay? Right? Because I'm tired, right? And I'm not changing the rules this late. One thing that I think I'm going to do next year, right, and I'll talk about it more on that stream, is that I think that if you want to form a minor house from now on, you have to at least have one other person that is going to claim to be a member of your house, because we ended up with something like a dozen minor houses, of which 4 actually, or 5 actually turned in word counts, and the rest is just stuff I have to put a 0 in every time I do a report on a sheet. That's a pain in my ass, and I don't want to do that again. So, 2 people, you and someone else, I think, just to prevent that. All right. Twitch mini freezes every time I give bits. Yep, me too. Every time you give bits, it freezes for me too. I am small and fluffy, says Chris. Yeah, small and fluffy's good. I think we're about the same height. Posture check, thank you. Chris's stream, we talked about our height and stuff. I got a good laugh out of it. Yeah, I'm 5 feet tall, guys. That's it. 5. I have big aura. Yeah, DM Stretch is called Stretch for a reason. Yeah, you don't have to flex your height to be Gala. That's right. You can suggest things on the suggestion form and on the stream. Yeah, for Game of Thrones. You someone says Nano Panic stream. Are you encroaching on my intellectual Twitch ideas? Bob suggested that we should co-stream because you could supply the panic. It would be fun. It's hilarious. Yeah. We can't turn in numbers after midnight on our time on November 30th, correct? Correct. Once NaNoWriMo ends for you, Game of Tomes word counts end for you. Right? That's because some people got to start early, and they will have to end early too. That's only fair, right? So yeah. Ginger the guinea pig. Week, 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 week. That's hilarious. Casalia saws everyone legs. I'm there with you. Oh, you can all come down to my height. At least make shit my height once in a while, please. Okay. Yeah, Dad successfully makes off with the chapter bait, buries self a chapter in inconspicuous grave. Yeah, I gotta get back to writing, that's for sure. Pride Ascending panics for everyone else. World Ember is coming. I can set a limit to the number of times the channel point reward is redeemed. Thank you for reminding me, Esong. I'm going to do that. I think I'm going to make 3 a limit in a 3-hour stream. Yeah, I just might do that. Okay, yeah, I saw your suggestion, Barbarossa. Awards. You want to know what the problem is with that? Somebody has to calculate this information. Do you have any idea how much time the paperwork is already taking for this? Are you volunteering to do it? Because I have enough to do. And I'm not doing it at this late date. Maybe next year when I have more time to plan and more help. Not this year. Okay? All right. Yeah. Yeah. Okay, gotta run errands. Gets kinky neck from looking down. Galakron does. Yeah, probably. I'd have to stand on a table, look you in the eye, maybe. I know I would stretch. Happy says, I know I'm not doing World Ember this year, but I will be coming to any streams I can as I want to keep writing with you all. Like I said, Thursday, 2 to 5 Pacific. Well, that's what we're doing. We're writing. And there's also going to be sprint lobbies. We're going to set up a schedule so that there will be something every day, right? There's been more than enough people who said they were interested in continuing to run sprint lobbies that I'm pretty sure we can cover most of the week. So, and World Ember has been glaring with my data story ideas, glares at World Ember. Okay. All right, guys. Thank you for joining me. This was a lot of fun. Congratulations to all the winners. Mergendor, please let me know if you have a World Anvil account. I'm pretty sure you do. I'm going to look for you on the Discord to make sure that I see you because I know you already, I don't think you're here. But, yeah, you wouldn't mind helping in future events, says DM Stretch? Okay. I'll take it. Right? I should be streaming by then too, but can help with lobbies, says Eli. That's great. That's great. Yeah, you already said you were in for that, and that's awesome, and we'll definitely get you involved, and we'll have our own place where we keep track of that. I imagine we could make a sub-calendar on the ASC. Don't quote me on that. I got to talk to Shyred Fox, but I think we could do that probably. Right? Dinosaur Bob says my World Ember streams will be lots of sprints and a few showcases. Yeah, sort of my plan. Okay, gang, I'm going to shut down the stream temporarily. I have to change the name. Then I'm going to put it back up, and you're going to be looking at my Diane Writes Wait screen for a couple of minutes because I have to go call in the cats. It's getting dark. When I've done that, I'll come back, and I will start the writing stream, and we'll be going for a couple more hours. I'm just going to make sure I get it up as soon as possible so that you guys can continue to turn in your word or Game of Tomes word counts. And I will be writing for Game of Tomes as well. Right? Diane actually writes, you mean? Yeah, I haven't made the new graphic yet, but my plan is my Diane writes image, and then I'm gonna have in handwriting actually written across it, actually writes. Yeah. I'm gonna vary my streams a bit after Nano. Yeah. I'm here. I do have a World Anvil account. Thanks, says Mergador. Okay, great. And it's Moonflower Writing for Moonflower. No problem. Thank you. I would have missed that, even though I see your name on the Discord all the time. I will get you guys signed up in the next, probably after my stream's done. So. My World Ember streams are probably going to be brainstorming and asking people in chat to help me with ideas. Says Song. That is very effective, I discovered yesterday. Go get the master procrastinator. Yep, that's right. There's a reason why I am the mother of bunnies. Okay, guys. Love you. And if I don't see you around, I'll see you next month. Have a good evening, everybody. See you in a couple minutes if you're writing.